Welcome to the Scottish Rite Journal podcast, an audio excerpt of the Scottish Rite Journal. This week's article comes from the May-June 2016 issue of the Scottish Rite Journal and is titled Achieving the Highest Levels, Reflections on the 20th Degree, by Brother Dan Rivers, KCCH. The 20th degree, master of the symbolic lodge, reminds us that the majority of mankind lives a life of labor and discouragement, but the true master is to ensure his life has impact and importance, and that he accomplishes works of benevolence that lift humanity whenever possible. His work or labor should be focused on the preservation and protection of man and society, which occurs in three areas: manual labor, labor in arms, and intellectual labor. Now, this takes planning and focus rather than leaving the outcome to chance. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we're shown that all people share a tiered structure of needs which must be fulfilled from the bottom sequentially, working our way to the top. Now, many factors cause people to work through the first three tiers, then they become stuck there. The current economy, job market, and often failing family structure being chief among these. When we're caught up in the struggles to maintain a job, pay our bills, and maintain a stable marriage and family structure, we don't have the energy and free time to concentrate on higher pursuits. Now, this situation is exacerbated by the fact that we live in a time when instant gratification is expected and very little planning for the future is considered. Now, in order to achieve the goals and lessons of the 20th degree, we have to achieve the fourth and fifth levels of needs. We must have confidence and respect, outlined in the fourth level, and morality, problem-solving, and lack of prejudice outlined in the fifth level. Now, I've been fortunate to have been placed in environments conducive to attaining these higher levels and achieving the lessons of the 20th degree. I was brought up in a household where we were taught that everyone had to work hard and earn their own way. Now, following this lesson, I started work at 16 years old in a restaurant, scrubbing pots and mopping floors. Now, the fact that I had a job allowed me to buy things I wanted in life, such as a car. That expanded my social network and gave me the freedom to come and go as I saw fit. Now, these were early examples of confident achievement and problem solving. This work was predominantly manual labor, taught me that there is an honor and respectability to hard manual labor that brings people closer together, and it makes you feel that you have earned your place in the world. Now, later, I joined the military, and I was taught self-discipline, determination, planning, and a sense of social responsibility. I had exceptional mentors who taught me not only to give back to my immediate social environment, but also to look outside that box to the greater global environment. Often we work to build or restore orphanages, homes for unwed mothers, and other deserving groups which needed help. Seeing the appreciative faces of the people we had helped was a tremendous lesson in giving. The time spent in manual labor, working with our hands, cost us very little, and the fact that this was being done by our military taught the people of foreign nations that we were caring people, hoping to improve their world. Labor in arms is sometimes standing resolute at the gate, border, or perimeter, ready to sacrifice your life defending democracy, and it is sometimes working with people to improve their lot in life. Maybe playing soccer with some kids who have no father figure in their lives, or sharing a meal with a group that cannot provide for all of their members. Now, this work never failed to leave me feeling a great sense of gratitude for the opportunity to help someone else find enjoyment in life, no matter how brief. Well, in my current job, I'm viewed as a resident expert in my field, and I take great pride and joy in paying forward through mentoring the same opportunities and experiences I was provided. I work with individuals who are trying to improve their performance in their jobs to provide a better life for their families. Now, this is intellectual labor, and it provides a heightened sense of caring within my organization. It takes a lot of work to be a good mentor, and I constantly study to ensure that I'm delivering to the needs of the people that I work with. This is a big part of what drew me to Masonry. When I left the service, I was searching for an organization that gave back to the community and taught morals, good judgment, and responsibility. Most of the military organizations I came across met in bars and told old war stories. Well, many of the religious organizations harbored deep-seated prejudice against all other denominations. Masonry was a golden ray of sunshine in the darkness, and I truly realized my entire life was spent seeking more light. It is through teaching, mentoring, and contributing to those in need that Masonry helps us rise to the highest levels of Maslow's hierarchy and fulfill our duties as Masons. It allows us to practice every type of labor and to learn new skills. To reap these benefits, it is still up to each of us as individuals to embrace the opportunity and take an active role in Masonry. We must be self-actuated and focused on the goals of Masonry. As always, any citations for this article can be found in the corresponding print edition of the Scottish Rite Journal. The Scottish Rite Journal is a publication of the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, illustrious S. Brent Morris, 33rd degree Grand Cross Managing Editor. The Scottish Rite Journal podcast is produced by Maynard Edwards, and I'm your host, Bob Chase, 33rd degree.